What up, MetaZoo Maniacs? So it's October 27, 2024, and guess who's back? It's EVN HQ. So I know last week I said they took down all their MetaZoo stuff. After I finished making the video, I noticed it was back up again. So anyways, this week, their best deal, I think, is 5 Wilderness MetaZoo booster boxes for $80. There's 87 of these lots of 5 left, but if you go here, if you just want to buy 5 booster boxes only of Wilderness, it's $80 American, which isn't bad. So click the heart up here and maybe they'll send a discounted offer, who knows. I know for Seance, they have it listed at $150 for 5 boxes, but they sent out an offer for $100 for 5 boxes. So everyone wants to know how first edition Cryptonation booster boxes are doing. We had one on October 22nd sell for $137.50 in auction. As well, we had a first edition booster box plus a release event box in auction sell for $122.50. But then again, we all know what's in here. The same thing that's in Nightfall spellbooks. Reverse Hollow City. Well, in all fairness, you could get a pretty sweet promo in here though. The Gasanditha or the Machank Swamp Priestess. So next we have a Water Tower promo with Loveland Frogman on it. Raw in the packaging still, so for $11.50. Pretty nice promo. Next we have a MetaZoo 30th Anniversary sealed box for $12.50. And this is the only place you could pull invisible ink. Next we have a UFO spellbook sold for $5 in auction. A native spellbook sold for $24.50 in auction. Here we have a sealed Collecticon promo pack, so you're going to get 3 cards in there. The listing is interesting. It says first and last cup. I wonder if the new ownership, if they're going to have, you know, future caster cups. If they do, I imagine stuff like this is going to be pretty damn collectible. So the pack with 3 cards in it sold for $45 American. At first I thought this was just a raw Griddle Greaser Pete. Sold for $20.50. I was like, holy crap. But this is no regular Griddle Greaser Pete. It is from Flame Tower, as you can see down here. And what's unique about this is it's got Cryptonation logo up here and the Cryptonation hollow in the background. So that is a pretty rare Griddle Greaser Pete. Next from the Flame Tower, we have the Flame Aura. Full hollow, pretty cool. $15.50 in auction. Here we have a caster stamped Iowa Dragon from Flame Tower. $32 raw. That's a pretty nice card. I don't think I've actually seen this artwork before. That's pretty nice. And it's caster stamp. I'd say that was a pretty good deal. Here we have from Flame Tower as well, Building Beginnings, or Building Begins. $15.50. Pretty cool card. I've never seen this one either. Remember last week there was that first place, I don't know, some tower promo card that sold for over $1,000? I mean, these cards are just as sweet, and these must be rare, are they not? I'm sure there's going to be some players in MetaZoo that know about these cards. Comment below, like, how rare are these cards? I've never seen them. And I'd say that was a pretty good price. And here's another one, Building Begins. This is from the Water Tower. Only $21.50. I'd say these are pretty sweet pickups. Hey, this isn't Cryptid Camp, but this is Bailey Cardova Collective. And I can't lie, these are actually not bad deals for the PSA 10s you're about to see. So we have Wilderness Iowa Dragon PSA 10. $26.99, so $27 or best offer. And there's a bunch available still. So there was some sold. There's 4 sold. But there's more than 10 available. Not the worst deal. I mean, that's not bad. This is a hidden gem in MetaZoo as far as I'm concerned for the future. I know there's a lot of Wilderness printed, but Dragon of Oconto Falls PSA 10, I mean, it's already graded. That's, you know, pretty close to what it costs to get it graded. 4 sold, there's more than 10 available. You can still buy a bunch of these at $27. I mean, I think a lot of us have forgotten about Dragon of Oconto Falls. As well, for $27 or best offer, PSA 10 Misha Pichu full hollow. Well, it only comes as full hollow, but 3 sold, more than 10 available. Not bad at all. Here we have 10 Cryptonation 2nd edition box toppers sold for $80 as a buy it now. Hey, there's a nice card. Jersey Devil from the Black Friday promos, PSA 10, sold as a buy it now for $125 American. I mean, we all know about this card now, but the best Jersey Devil artwork in all of MetaZoo. Next, we're going to see a couple cards you just don't see too often. So we have the Far Out bunch. So it's the Pin Club, I guess the promo card where it's got everybody on here. Let's zoom on in. These cards, like, you know, when you get the promo out of spell books or anything like this, These are pretty underrated cards. Pretty cool, pretty cheap. I know there's a lot printed, but very nice to have in the collection. And Catch 'em All Collectibles has 9 available, and the more you buy, the more you save. And I believe this is from the Wilderness Pin Club collection, the promo card. Awesome. I mean, just awesome artwork. Pretty cool. Actually, I like the other one better, the UFO one. But look at this. That Cumberland Dragon right there reminds me a lot of the sample Cumberland Dragon. Sold for $14 as I buy it now. Here's a heavy hitter, Blue Ink PSA 9, sold over in United Kingdom for $609 American. Here we have the 2021 New Year's celebrations promo card. Well, you pull it out of the 2021 Christmas packs. Sold for, as a pristine 10 CGC, $22.50. And the PSA 10 version sold for the exact same price, $22.50 in auction. Here's a second anniversary promo for MetaZoo PSA 10, sold for $5.75. I wonder if these are kind of sleeper cards in the future. I mean, one day there's going to be a 10th anniversary for MetaZoo. I wonder if second anniversary promos are still going to be $5. Next we have a few Kickstarter cards, PSA 10. So we have Silver Bullet, Kickstarter, PSA 10, $77 in auction. Fresno Nightcrawlers, PSA 10, Kickstarter, sold for $56 in auction. Here we have Loveland Frogman, Full Hollow Kickstarter, PSA 10, sold for $190.50 in auction. Now, normally this is the number 2 card in MetaZoo in Cryptonation, behind Mothman, of course. But not today, or at least not on October 24th. Loveland Frogman, you are number 3. We have a new number 2. And our new number 2 is Bigfoot, Kickstarter Full Hollow PSA 10 at $266 in auction. Here we have Mothman from Pin Club, PSA 10 sold for $38.77 in auction. I've seen this card a million times, I own a few of these, but I never noticed this. It has a Nightfall logo up here, but this is the Cryptonation collaboration. It came out when Nightfall came out, so I mean when the set night... What is that whitening up in the corner there? Yo, look at all this whitening. We're going to zoom in a lot. Or maybe that's lighting. I don't know. Should that go to PSA 10? Anyways, that's off topic. I didn't know that they had the Nightfall logo up there. I always thought it was Cryptonation up here. Interesting. Because that's a Cryptonation hollow in the background, not Nightfall. Anyways, that's just something I just realized. Here we have the second edition New Year's New Beginnings PSA 10, sold for $26 in auction. And another New Year's celebration PSA 10 that sold for only $12.50. This is an absolute steal of a deal. One of the best cards besides Halloween from the 2022 MetaZoo Halloween collection. I mean, it's Loveland Frogman dressing up as Mothman. How epic is that artwork? Full Hollow PSA 10 for only $12.50. 100% steal of a deal. Here we have the Cryptonation promo card from Kickstarter Spellbook, PSA 10, sold for $107.50. Here we have 11 of the New Year's Celebration promo cards, all PSA 8, sold for $50 American. I'm surprised it sold for that much, but yeah, that's a lot of New Year's Celebration promo cards, and they're all PSA 8. What do you like better, this Chibi Wendigo Full Hollow that you could pull out of Native? Actually, I didn't realize that until someone commented on a previous video saying you could pull this out of a Native booster pack. I thought this was only a promo card. But yeah, you could buy it now, and one sold for $5. And this is the card that I thought the only version of Full Hollow Chibi Wendigo, so this must be the alternate art. This is the promo card when you buy a 3-pack blister from Big Box. Sold for $3. So what do you like better, this one or this one? I like the promo card better. I like that artwork better. Here we have a first edition Native bundle. So what do you get for $270? They have more than 10 of these bundles available. One sold though. So for $270 you get a Native booster box, a Native spellbook, 4 Native blisters, 1 of each pack art, 5 Native theme decks, and 1 Native release event box, 12 total items. So if you're looking for a good variety of Native product for $270, check out Piece of the Game on eBay. Here we have the Collecticon Kickstarter Gold Pack. So it's just a random Kickstarter card that's got a gold MetaZoo stamp on it. I believe they're all one of ones. Like there's only one of each Kickstarter card has that gold stamp on it. And yeah, so this sold for $160.73 in the United Kingdom. Here we have a Wilderness Topps. So MetaZoo times Topps Wilderness box that sold for $6 in auction. And then we have Topps Series 0, the very first collaboration between Topps and MetaZoo. A sealed box sold for $19.50 in auction. There's going to be a lot of Topps Chrome in this video, and we're going to start with this lot right here. So we got the Mothman cryptic camera, another growth cryptic camera, Eternal Snowflake, green out of 99, and Injured Cold and Frozen People. So if it's green, that means it's serialized out of 99. All 5 of these cards, as a buy it now, for $65. Here we have a Topps Chrome battle card, Hodag versus Slide Rock Bolter, serialized out of 50. So the gold refractor sold for $31 in auction. Let's take a look. Yeah, Hodag is laying the smackdown. And next we have a Calipo Seance Playtester Full Holo card, sold for $16.50 in auction. Next we have Reaper Scythe, the best playtester non-holo card. Well, maybe that's not true, but I say it every video. We need to see this as full holo someday. Sold for $9.19 in auction. If you're looking for any Tahoe Tessie Thanksgiving cards, you can buy them at Great Eastern Trading for $4 each. There's 2 sold, 6 more available. If anyone doesn't know, the special part of this card is King Gary Pokemon's one of his kids drew the artwork for Tessie, and Poncho drew the background, which is cool, and it shows right down here. Yeah, so it was Akira that drew the Tessie and Poncho for the background. I think this is the only card, unless someone knows of another one, where there's 2 people that are part of the illustration team for the one card. And here we have a playtester Full Holo Mini T-Rex, sold for $24.46 in auction. Here's a pretty badass non-holo card. So from Nightfall, Cosmic Aura. Got Bunny Man just floating in outer space there. This is the playtester card, sold for $36.55. Next we have Sparky Slushy Full Holo playtester from UFO, sold for $30. 2 boxes of Chrome Cryptic Carnival, sold for $102.52 in auction. From UFO we have Walk-In Yan playtester Full Holo, $19.50 in auction. Also from UFO, Foo Fighters Full Holo playtester, sold for $42.69. Here we have Dragon's Rise playtester Full Holo, sold for $41 in auction. Then we have Van Meter Visitor Full Holo playtester, sold for $40 in auction. Next we have a couple of first edition Full Holo Mothman from Crypto Nation PSA 10. So one in auction on October 25th, sold for $102.50, $102.58 American. And another one I featured in the other video showing how much this card was selling for 3 years ago, which was like, what, $1,700, like $1,700. This is the one right here, October 25th, sold for $106.90 as a PSA 10. Here's a card I'm surprised that sold for so cheap. So it's a first sighting Piazza Bird from MetaZoo times Topps Top Series 0. I mean, it's serialized, it's Piazza Bird, PSA 9. I mean, these are near impossible to get as PSA 10. For example, Piazza Bird only has 3 copies graded as a PSA 10. So for $95, I'd have to say this is a steal of a deal. Next we have Jersey Devil PSA 9 from Topps Chrome, serialized out of 50. So the gold refractor sold for $58.90 as a buy it now. Here's another Jersey Devil from Topps Chrome, just the refractor, PSA 10, sold for $38 as a buy it now. Here we have the Enfield Monster refractor from Topps Chrome, PSA 10, sold for $35 as a buy it now. Next we have Chessie refractor from Topps Chrome, PSA 10, sold for $38 as a buy it now. Here we have Mothman from Nightfall, the Hollow Bleed, the Super Saiyan Air, sold for $45 as a buy it now. If you wonder what the Super Saiyan Air is, it's just all this craziness. If you watch Dragon Ball Z, you know exactly what's going on there. Here's a box of MetaZoo Topps Series 0, sold in Germany for $22.13 American. Here we have a random little bundle of MetaZoo products. So for $100, buy it now. There's a sealed case of Wilderness Pin Club, 2 boxes of 30th anniversary, a box of each MetaZoo Top Series 0, Top Series 1, which is Wilderness, and a whole bunch of these NFT packs. Next we have the very first Rudy promo for MetaZoo. Raw, sold for $91 in auction. Next we have a buy it now for $40 for a MetaZoo Nightfall booster box. And next we have the Charman from Topps Chrome, serialized out of 50, gold refractor in auction, sold for $50. Next we have a green refractor cryptic camera Chessie, so it's serialized out of 99, sold for $24.99 in auction. Now here's an interesting card. So it's the Wilderness promo card you get out of a Wilderness spellbook. So there's the artwork right there. Pretty badass. So this is a PSA 5. Sold for $1.25. There's a few that's sold, so I'm going to show you the PSA population report right away as well. Next, we have a PSA 10 version of that promo card that sold for $5.50. And another PSA 10 that sold for $5.52. And another one that sold for $4.25 in auction. But for some odd reason, the PSA 7 sold for $9.50. I have no idea what happened there. Now, at one point a long time ago, I forget who it was. I think it was like LPA or something. They opened up like a ton of the MetaZoo Wilderness spellbooks. Like I think like 1,000 of them, 2,000, 2,500. I don't know, like a lot of them. So there's a lot of these graded. So let's check out the PSA population. So to give some context, so the Seance spellbook and the UFO spellbook, the promo card that you get out of every spellbook. For Seance, there's 105 sent in. 38 are PSA 10. For UFO, and there's like a million UFO spellbooks out there, there's only 52 sent in, and 24 got a PSA 10. So you're probably thinking, yeah, 105 is quite a bit, 52 is not too bad. How many does Wilderness have sent in? Holy crap. Like I told you, right? Someone opened up like a million of those spellbooks, like a ton of them. So there's 1,178 of the Wilderness promo cards from the spellbook sent in, and 933 of them got a PSA 10. So did the PSA 7 sell for more because there's only 17 of them? Meanwhile, the PSA 10 has 933 copies. Besides, you know, first edition Full Hollow Mothman Cryptonation PSA 10, I don't know of many other cards that have this many PSA 10s from MetaZoo. Next, we have the Roadside Diner from MetaZoo Topps Chrome. Green refractor serialized out of 99. In auction, sold for $25. I can't believe this sold for cheaper. It's Hodag. Green refractor serialized out of 99, sold for only $20 in auction. Next, we have a Loveland Frogman, the alternate art. Refractor PSA 10 from Topps Chrome, sold for $80 as a buy it now. As well, we have Moon-Eyed People refractor from Topps Chrome, PSA 10, sold for $30 as a buy it now. Puckwudgie refractor PSA 10. That's crazy. I mean, even Puckwudgie sold for $35 as a buy it now from Topps Chrome. Here we have Enfield Monster PSA 10 gold refractor, so it's serialized out of 50 from Topps Chrome. $100, buy it now. That's actually pretty sick artwork. I like that. Next, we have a Bat Squatch, serialized 5 out of 5 from Topps Chrome, so the black border, or black refractor. $200 as a buy it now. Here we have the Green Refractor Cryptocamera Chaos Crystal, serialized out of 99 from MetaZoo Topps Chrome, sold for $50 as a buy it now. Here we have a lot of every spellbook, all first edition, including Cryptonation. That is a first edition Cryptonation spellbook. So all 6 spellbooks for $80 American. Here we have the Topps Chrome Battles card, Tizaruk versus Quetzalcoatlus, serialized out of 99, green refractor, sold for $50 as a buy it now. Pretty nice. I mean, that artwork's pretty awesome. Next from Topps Chrome, we have Young Power, gold refractor, serialized out of 50, sold for $50 as a buy it now. Here we have River Dinos, gold refractor, PSA 9, sold for $58.90 as a buy it now. Crazy. Here we have Bunnyman, PSA 9, Topps Chrome, serialized out of 50, gold refractor, sold for $53.15 as a buy it now. And Babe the Blue Ox Cryptic Camera, serialized out of 50, PSA 9, sold for $70.40 as a buy it now. Chessie, serialized out of 50, Topps Chrome, gold refractor, sold for $43.67 as a buy it now. And then we have Tizaruk out of 25, Topps Chrome, orange refractor, sold for $29 in auction. Next we have a Mothman from Topps Chrome, green refractor, serialized out of 99, PSA 10. That's sold for $350 Canadian, so that'd be about $250 American. Next we have a reverse hollow Mothman from Cryptonation 1, PSA 10, sold for $41 American in auction. And this is a perfect example of the difference between Kickstarter and first edition. So as you saw, first edition PSA 10 reverse hollow Mothman sold for $41, but the Kickstarter version sold as a buy it now, and it's reverse hollow, PSA 10, the exact same thing, just the only difference is Kickstarter, sold for $650 American. So in case you don't know, little K down there, that's Kickstarter, reverse hollow, Mothman, PSA 10. And this is the first edition, not Kickstarter, see there's no K in the bottom there, PSA 10. Next we have a second edition full hollow Mothman, CGC 10, so pristine 10, with an autograph and doodle by Kelsey, that sold for $60 American as best offer accepted. So let's take a look at that card. Yeah, it's a pretty cool doodle down there. Old CGC case. Come on, let's zoom in properly here. There we go. And here we have a Magic Cast MetaZoo Mothman full holo PSA 10. Sold for $70 Canadian. Here's an absolute heavy hitter. Bigfoot from Wilderness Playtester PSA 10 sold for $450 as best offer accepted on October 25th, 2024. And for $450, we got to take a look at that. That is crazy. Nice looking card though. Another heavy hitter that sold was PSA 10 Mothman X-Fractor from Topps Chrome. You don't see those too often. Sold for best offer for $90 American. Yeah, you definitely don't see these come up on eBay too often. I believe there's only 9 of these that graded as a PSA 10. And for the original art Mothman for X-Fractor, there's only 6 as a PSA 10. Here we have the Topps Chrome Refractor, the original art Mothman, PSA 9. Sold for $25 as a buy it now. Or sorry, not buy it now, best offer accepted. Here we had best offer accepted, so it's 1 hobby box of MetaZoo Topps Chrome and 1 blaster box of MetaZoo Topps Chrome. So for anyone that doesn't know, this is the hobby box. You're going to get 20 packs in there. 1 guaranteed cryptid camera card in there. Not the world's biggest deal. And Topps Chrome hobby boxes are the only way to get serialized cards out of 25, which is the orange refractor. You can't get those in blasters. But in blaster boxes, that's the only way you can get X-Fractor cards. You can't get X-Fractor cards in hobby boxes. And here's a Topps Chrome hobby box just by itself, sold for $34 as the best offer accepted. Here's another crazy sale. So we got orange refractor, so it's serialized out of 25. Hoop Snake, PSA 10, sold for $200 American. So that's what that card looks like. And that's the alternate art Hoop Snake, number 99 in the set. Pretty cool. Serialized out of 25. Here's a pretty card. So we got Chaos Crystal, serialized out of 50. That was graded at Beckett. So it sold for $82. And it was a BGS or Beckett 9.5. Let's check out the subgrades. Pretty good, pretty good. And that's a really nice looking card as well. Snallygaster out of 99. PSA 10 sold for $119 as the best offer accepted. I mean, nothing against Snallygaster, but it's not, it's definitely not one of the more popular cards. And it sold for what, $20 more than the Mothman X-Fractor PSA 10? That just seems weird to me. Even this one, I mean, I don't know. I gotta go based on what I see on the screen, right? We got Adam Ackler, serialized out of 50. Cryptid camera, so the gold refractor, sold for $228 American as a PSA 10. I mean, these cards are significantly less popular than, a lot of Topps Chrome cards, but they're selling for quite a bit. So maybe that's where the market's going up, is Topps Chrome is, slowly... Well, I wouldn't say slowly. This is a huge jump for some of these cards. And here's an absolute banger from Topps Chrome. Black Refractor serialized 1 out of 5, PSA 10, $750. It's a Chapter 2 cover. So let's take a look at that. That's crazy. I mean, having a PSA 10 card serialized out of 5 is number 1 out of 5, no less. Is pretty crazy. We also had Sam Sinclair serialized out of 25 for the cryptid camera. Sold for only $50. Now that is more, I'd say that was a steal of a deal, to be honest, but that's more of the price that these cards are normally selling for. And then we also had a cryptid camera serialized out of 25 Flatwoods Monster, sold for only $40. Ghost Train serialized out of 25 cryptid camera, sold for only $40. And same with Quetzalcoatlus, serialized out of 25 orange refractor cryptid camera for $40. But meanwhile, like I know I reported it earlier in this video, but Bunnyman PSA 9 only out of 50, so not even out of 25, sold for $53.15. And Babe the Blue Ox, serialized out of 50, only PSA 9, not PSA 10, sold for $70.40. I mean, these cards are selling for more than the other more popular cards that were serialized out of 25. So if these are all legit sales, I'd say whoever bought some of those cards out of 25 got a steal of a deal. And next we have a Wilderness Prism Aura PSA 10 in auction, sold for $35. Beautiful card, and I mean, in my opinion, I think that's a steal of a deal. That's the best card you can pull out of Wilderness. It's already graded as a PSA 10 for $35. Here we have Mothman from Nightfall Full Holo PSA 10 in auction, sold for $42. So this is starting to get some traction. This Nightfall Mothman, whether it's PSA 10 or the Super Saiyan era, if this really went for $15, I mean, Nightfall Mothman PSA 10, $15? If that's seriously how much it went for, that's a steal of a deal without a doubt. Next, we have a few Walking Sam cards. So Walking Sam from Seance. I actually forgot Walking Sam was in Seance. $20. And then we have a Collecticon stamped Seance Walking Sam Full Hollow PSA 6. Sold for $63 in auction. Next, we have a Walking Sam Gold Refractor serialized out of 50 from Topps Chrome. PSA 10. Sold for best offer accepted $130. But right above that, we have also on October 26. 39 out of 50. Same thing. Gold Refractor. Walking Sam from Topps Chrome, PSA 10, sold for best offer accepted, $106 American. As well, we had a Walking Sam cryptid first sighting, not even cryptid camera. It's first sighting, serialized out of 99. So that's from Topps Series 0, not Topps Chrome. PSA 9 sold for $120 as best offer accepted. We also had a Kickstarter reverse hollow Chaos Crystal, PSA 10, in auction, sell for $68. And a non-hollow Chaos Crystal, you don't see these too often. It's from the theme decks. PSA 10 sold for $17.50 in auction. So this is a Kickstarter Chaos Crystal, but it's a non-hollow. So there's full hollow, reverse hollow. This is a non-hollow. You get them in every theme deck will have this card. Here's a spicy card. So we have the World Poker Tour, WPT, the custom MetaZoo hollow poker cards. So we had red ink. PSA 8, it's the only one graded. There's only one card like this graded at PSA so far. Best offer accepted, somewhere under $165. And then we have a Quetzalcoatlus, PSA 10, sold for $350 American. Very nice, $350 American for that card. As well, we have a Jackalope, PSA 10, from the World Poker Tour poker cards, $131. Best offer accepted. In auction, we have a native booster box that sold for $78. This is my personal favorite native booster box. I just like that black border. Next, we have an NFT token holder native booster box that sold for best offer accepted, $110 Canadian, which is about $80 American. Here's an interesting one. So it was a huge collection of Bunnyman cards and only Bunnyman cards. So it sold for $900 American. And what did it include? Well, there is a sample Bunnyman right to start with, which is nice. It looks like every variation, whether it's reverse hollow, all the Kickstarter ones, even the Caster Cup ones. So like the non-hollow and the full hollow for Caster Cup. Then we got we got a doodle. We got an autographed one from Caster's Cup. Looks like a player stamp for both of these. And then you got Topps, Bunnyman, the Aura hollow, and the regular one. Got the World Poker Tour cards. And yeah, I guess some other stuff here from other sets. Okay, there's some playtester cards in here as well. Some eBay stamped cards with what's, bloodstained. But still, it's got Bunnyman on it. So I'm guessing the main value in this lot for $900 was the sample card and some of those Caster Cup promo cards. So let's see what other sample cards sold this week. So we had a Crawfordsville Monster PSA 9 sell for $340. And a Metal Man of Alabama sample card PSA 9 sold for $369.99. So that's all I got for this week. I guess my big question with the new MetaZoo that's coming out in Q1 of 2025, a lot of people are wondering what color are the borders going to be. Do you want them to stick with the red borders that MetaZoo always had? Do you want them to change the color? Some people even want them to be black, but I don't think they're going to choose black. I would be shocked if they make the cards with a black border, but who knows? Did you buy any of this? Are you still watching EVN HQ for good deals? Are you clicking the heart? As far as MetaZoo goes, I don't think you can go wrong with anything you buy because, I don't know if it's ever going to go to the moon like it did 3 years ago, but there's no doubt in my mind that anything you're seeing in these videos in a year from now is not going to be this cheap ever again. There's no way. And remember, there's no rush. The dip for MetaZoo is going to last for quite a while still until the new announcement, until the new FOMO kicks in, but that's not going to be until 2025. So there's still at least 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 months of the MetaZoo dip before I think there's going to be substantial FOMO and a new fan base that's going to come flooding in. And hey, if I'm wrong, then the dip just continues longer and we still get good deals. So yeah, comment below and we'll see you in the next video.